right, thanks for tuning in, folks. And if you're not familiar with our subject, that is Anime Wong. Anime Wong. And the review today is Lady from Chungking, which was Anime Wong's final starring role in a motion picture. Made in 1942 by the low-budget Monogram Studios. They were basically B movies, what they would call Poverty Row productions back in the day. But it is a powerful vehicle for Anime Wong in that it's a sincere tribute to the Chinese resistance during World War II. She really has a commanding performance in this film. Again, it's her last starring role, and she is magnetic. She just takes over this picture.
You! Don't you teach your child the wisdom of obedience?
He is not my child. He's an orphan.
So, then proper discipline can be arranged.
If the Japanese soldier will permit, I will show him how the new order disciplines its youth.
Go on.
Luchi, what is the plan of our Japanese masters?
Plan of our kind Japanese master is for a greater cooperative East Asia.
Ah, good. The water is here. Go get your drink. All of you.
And she's playing a secret leader of a guerrilla resistance group and carries the film with poise and dignified presence that transcends the limited budget. These movies were made on a shoestring, cranked out, and just thrown out there to see how they would do. And of course, it being World War II, this was a perfect vehicle for her. She navigates two worlds in this picture. One as a laborer and another as a sophisticated undercover aristocrat who infiltrates the enemy to rescue two American pilots.
But what she did not know was that I come from the great house of Wong, that my parents were killed and I was reduced to starvation. That was before I realized what the new order meant.
So, perhaps you do not care for the new order. Perhaps you would like a prison camp better.
Please, General, it's not her fault all this happened.
What do you mean?
The poor girl is jealous.
Jealous?
And it's really your fault. You have an irresistible fascination for women. I know how she feels finding me here. Every war has produced its great commanders like General Chimera. I've admired you from afar, and I'm happy at last to stand within the shadow of the next premier of the Japanese Empire. What a line.
Control your emotions and get out. Stay there. Lieutenant, or should I say Captain, tell that Heil Hitler downstairs to prepare a room for Madame Wang Tai.
And it culminates in at the end, she has this stirring speech where she personifies the resistance of her nation, and she says, you cannot kill me, you cannot kill China.
You cannot kill me. You cannot kill China.
And it's just a powerful ending to this film. I wish I had a better copy of it. I really do, because even though it was made on a very low budget, it's worth watching. This is the first starring role Anime Wong film I have seen, and it makes me want to see more of them. The movie was released by Producers Releasing Corporation, PRC, and they made these films super quick. The director was William Nye. He's a veteran of small budget thrillers, and he managed to craft I think it's an engaging narrative within the constraints of the budget. The sets were repurposed from Western films, from special effects were basic, and it had a genuine commitment to the Chinese cause. very close to Wong's own international activism at the time. Did it make money? Yeah, I mean, these things, like I said, were cranked out on a shoestring, so it would be hard for them not to make money, honestly. And they were profitable due to those tiny costs. They would sell them to smaller theaters or put them on a double bill so that way they were for sure to turn a profit. Well, this movie, you really can't consider it a blockbuster or a fabulous film. It was successful wartime propaganda that captured audiences and interest, and it provided Anna May Wong with a substantial role that mainstream Hollywood often denied her. I think after this she actually went, if memory serves, she went to Europe in the 50s, late 40s, 50s, and did some work, and I think also did some TV work later on. If you'd like to explore more about Anna May Wong's other wartime work or her career, check it out. She also had some silent film roles. It's worth Googling her. She had this really interesting career, a very interesting woman. She really fought against racism, and she's even on a quarter a few years back, one of the women quarters. Very dynamic woman. You need to know more about her. I encourage you to take a look. And thanks for watching. Check out the movie. There'll be a link below. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Take care.